And good morning to you. Oh, they love to see what I'm up to, but they don't like getting too close to people. A bit like me, really. Anyway, what is it today? Well, it's a glorious blue sky, and it's Thursday. There we are. Let's focus a bit and de-zoom. 23rd of July 2020. St Bridget's Day. Yeah. And I thought I would just spend the first half hour or so having a little tidy up around some of the garden. You know, a garden this size, you could spend your whole life tidying it up and never sort of make that much progress. But I've moved my barrow and I'm going to attack les herbes mauvaises, weeds, around the pumpkin patch. Now, I've never grown pumpkins. Now, this is a first for me. But I came out and looked. And look at that. Don't actually know what you do with it when it's grown, but we'll give this little patch some love and attention this morning briefly. Well, it's amazing what a cup of tea can do, isn't it? Yeah. This being that cheap, nasty, horrible, modern, sustainable forest softwood, that wasn't too heavy. Main issue is, of course, it's just plain awkward shifting a piece of timber that long and, you know, cutting angles to make things fit. What needs to happen next with this beam is I need to screw some plates in to tie it to the roof timbers, and I need to push some show and stone and stuff underneath it. And while I'm at it, I will put a spirit level on un niveau. I'm learning these words one at a time, just to, you know, pretend that we're going to get things level. I think that's a good way to start. At least try to get them level. You know, 100 years time, it may sag a little bit. 100 years time, if you can get hold of me, you can ask me to do it again. But there we are. That's number one. Well, I guess that's not too bad, is it? Not too bad. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's put the kettle on. Ha! Well, that's one end sorted. The other end is going to get sorted soon. The object of these timbers, there's several jobs. First is to hang a ceiling from it. Secondly is to tie the roof together, because I've looked at this roof and yeah, it probably was never ever going to shift anywhere. But I was a little concerned that it didn't seem to have any ties. So, yeah, we'll take the opportunity and tie the roof with these beams. The other thing is, this is going to get a little bit of, going to give me a little bit of loft space to put the water heating tank. So it's out the way and, you know, it can do its own thing up there. But yeah, that's one. Only got a few dozen to do, but actually, what have we got to do? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 to do, 7 to do to get the ceiling of the bathroom in. Yeah, and then we can start thinking about putting a stud wall in there. And walking away from the job for 5 minutes, you see lovely things. Look at that gorgeous butterfly. One of the aspects of this job is an awful lot of work. Before you can progress it, you've got to make good existing. So where I'm going to put the roof, a ceiling beam in, before I'm going to do some stuff with this top of the wall. That needs making good. Means finding some little bits of stone and some show and such likes. Ah, hello, I'm getting a visitor. Now, I put a cat bridge in and the little kittens have decided to see what all this work is all about. Yeah. It's exciting having a big adventure playground, isn't it? Well, that's two. I got the second one in and I thought I'm going to go to the shop and pick up the next two. Then I looked at the time and I thought, actually no, I'm not. I'll do that first thing in the morning. I've got other things that need doing, these, you know, making good underneath them and all that sort of thing. But yeah, that's pleasing. If I walk backwards without falling down the hole, you can start to see how it's all tying together. Yeah. And I did close that door because Mum was getting a little bit distressed. Suddenly she didn't know where her 3 kittens were. They, well, they had a field day, ran all through the house. Yeah. And as I say, Mum was a little bit upset because she wasn't sure where they were. So they're all safely back upstairs in the barn.